about that milestone, reaching 1,000 points in your Big East career?
I think it's a pretty good milestone to reach. Really didn't know anything about it until Tom Weiser tweeted about it. Once again, it's a great accolade to have, and I'm grateful for that.
You came out tonight and were, on fire. Coming off a game where you didn't score many points, 6 points, you had 6 points right away tonight, and then obviously built all the way to 37. What was the difference tonight for you to be able to score so quickly and frequently?
For one, I just wanted to be aggressive from the beginning, and two, I just think it's all about matchups. Creighton had a good defensive plan, and they got one of the best defenders in the conference in Kyrie Thomas. So, it just wasn't my night to score, and other guys stepped up. So, I don't think it was anything different, but just our regular game plan, and just me staying aggressive.
Trey, what did you think about the team's overall performance? Because it started out, you guys were up by 25 at one point in the second half, and then it became kind of a little bit ugly and a little bit of a slog down the stretch. What's your evaluation of the total performance?
I think we have the potential to be really good, but our problem is that we are a one-half team, and we need to learn how to put both halves together. We'll have a great first half, and then second half is just we always just die down. And I think I mentioned it earlier. It's just like our biggest thing is energy. I think the more energy we have, the more fun we have on the court, the more spirit we play with. And I just feel like in the second half, that's what we didn't have, and we allowed them to pick up off of that. Yeah,
I was going to ask what impact do you think Seton Hall had on that, if any?
They just for one, they played with their backs against the wall. They played hard, full 40 minutes. So, we took our foot off the gas pedal in the second half, and they just kept going. And once you get a rhythm like that, it's hard to stop a team when you have the personnel that they have. So, I would say they had a big impact, once they hit their first couple shots.
Yeah.
Trey, you finally get to turn your attention to Villanova. How much does it help the team that you and JP and Kaiser, to an extent, contributed so heavily when you beat them here when they were number 1 2 years ago? Having that experience, how much does that help you going into Saturday?
I think that'll help a little bit. But that was about 2 years ago. So you're only as good as your last game. We can't go off that assuming that because we play well sophomore year that we're going to play well this year. Villanova's a good team. We know what they bring offensively and defensively, and just to have the experience, because with the 3 players we have that did beat Nova, just to have that experience, I think that'll be good for us. Try to motivate and influence other players on our team and let them know that we can get it done.
Trey and Naji, I'll ask you to reflect on this as well. Providence beat Villanova tonight. Did you hear about that at any point throughout the course of the evening?
Yeah. I think one of the managers said something at halftime or something like that. We
just in passing.
Just said it out there, but that's a way to kind of get us unfocused. But I feel like we did good, kind of staying on our focusing on our game.
Yeah. You guys are, partly as a result of Villanova losing tonight, you guys are in a good position, right, with 4 games to go. How does that feel to be up and have goals that you set for yourself months ago? Kind of everything's in your control right now. How does that feel?
It just feels the same. Can't feel any other way. We still got 4 games left, and depending on how our 4 games go and how their 4 games go, they could still be first. So it's far from over. Any given night that we play a team is going to be competitive. So we're still acting like we're last place trying to get up to first. We can't settle down. We can't feel relaxed at all. If we want to go get this thing, we got to keep playing like our butts are on fire.
Naj, same question for you. You know what the situation is, 4 games to go. How does it feel your first time through?
It feels pretty good, but I try not to get too high on it. I want to stay hungry, so because every team in the Big East, no matter the record, is good. So it's always a tough win. It's always tough to try to get a win, especially when you play at their place. So I just try to stay locked in and stay focused and try to take it by each game.
Naji, it seemed like you guys had a pretty strong defensive effort in the first half, holding Seton Hall to just 27% from the floor. Do you think that kind of helped you guys carry momentum into the early part of the second half?
Most definitely. When we come out with intensity and play hard, I feel like the game is just fun to us, and we just start making shots, and just a lot of threes start going in, and we just want to get more and more stops. So I think that when we play defense with intensity, and come out with intensity, period, it just makes the game fun for us and better.
Trey, you've been in a program that values defense very much so. So to go back to what you were saying about not being able to string together two halves, to give up 65 points in a half, I mean, can you pinpoint what you guys aren't able to do with that continuity? Is it communication? Is it anything that you can kind of point to say, this is why we kind of take our foot off the gas?
I just would probably say, just not being locked in at all times. I feel like most of that is mental. Like I said, we went into halftime today with a big lead, and I feel like we kind of got comfortable. So once our minds got relaxed, our bodies followed, and we just weren't playing with that sense of urgency that we had in the first half. And so, I feel like if you're not there mentally, then it breaks down all parts of our game, offensively and defensively.
And how much do you take upon that on yourself as a senior to get that righted with the team?
A lot of it. I try to make sure that I'm staying ready mentally. I wouldn't say that it's not tough, to try to think about other things and relax, but I got to be able to stay focused and, be able to spread the message within throughout the guys and tell them to stay focused as well.